Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Azimah Binti Muhammad Sahidi and I'm from SBF. I will present about my FYP project, which is protein hydrolysis of black soldier fly larvae BSFL by using enzyme and fruit waste treatment. My supervisor is Dr. Said Muhammad Al-Amshar. For Chapter 1 is Introduction. Black soldier fly larvae (BSFL) is known as one of the insects that rich source of protein and lipid content. According to Buchan's 1997, BSFL is typically rich in protein and lipid with protein ranging from 30 to 53 gram per 100 gram dry matter and lipid ranging from 20 to 41 gram per 100 gram dry matter, which function mainly as fiber in human body. Next is protease. Protease is one of the most modern chemical, accounting for 60% of the total catalysts showcased in the work. According to Razak et al. 2019, proteases are used in the food industry to improve the palatability, digestibility, and storage life of all accessible protein sources. Mark 2013 said protease chemicals are essential in protein processing because they hydrolyze and segregate fewer edible protein in poultry feed into more usable peptides. The problem statement in this study is, according to United States Census Bureau, today's world population is growing by 74 million people, bringing the total world population in 2021 to 7.8 billion people. Schumer et al. 2019 state that by 2050, global food demand is predicted to grow by 70% to fulfill the need of the 9.8 billion people who are expected to inhabit the planet by that time. Food production is trending to keep up with the need of growing human population, urbanization, changing dietary pattern, feed price, and religious preference. Feed expenses will increase for the livestock industry to thrive and fulfill expanding demand. The poultry industry plays a significant role in enhancing consumers' worldwide food security status. Soybean and fish meal have typically been essential sources of protein in livestock feed, but with the rise of the poultry sector and the world's population, they have failed to fulfill the rising demand. Because BSFL has numerous advantages over many other farm insect species. They have been extensively studied and cultivated for their ability to convert a variety of waste stream into high-quality protein, fats, and mineral while showing their potential for efficient and scalable production in the livestock feed sector, according to Bessa et al. 2020. There are three objectives in this study. First is to treat the SFL with commercial protease, pineapple peel powder, bromelain powder, and dead seed powder at different temperature and different incubation time. Second is to determine the percentage of protein hydrolysis before and after the protease-treated BSFL treatment through Bradford analysis. Third is to estimate the relative molecular weight of the protein by performing the sodium didosyl sulfate polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis SDS page. Next is scope of study. The research purpose is to improve the degree of hydrolysis in protease-treated BSFL. BSFL are treated with commercial protease, pineapple peel, bromelain, and dead seed. Each treatment temperature will be tested at 30 degrees Celsius, 45 degrees Celsius, and 60 degrees Celsius with 4 different incubation time, which is 0 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, and 5 hours. Next is Chapter 2, which is Literature Review. The Global Food Security Index (GFSI) is a composite statistic that seeks to track country-level progress toward food security. The GFSI seeks to identify which nations are the most and least susceptible to food industry according to Israel and Silber 2019. Livestock production, which is heavily impacted by cultural preference, will undoubtedly play a part in attaining this global food security, according to Devendra 2001. Since 1960s, global chicken production has increased by more than 5% each year, according to Navarro and Venus 2014. For part poultry feed, the total import of poultry feed are around Rm 2.5 billion per year, with corn contributing to more than half of the total, according to Zahari and Wong 2009. According to Wong 2009, imported soybean meal and fish meal are widely utilized in Malaysia as protein sources for non-ruminant and aquaculture feeding. Chapter 3 is about methodology of the research. First is about protein analysis. Protein analysis started with perform standard curve, protein standard curve as a measure for enzyme-treated BSFL. After that, the BSFL was treated with commercial protease, pineapple peel, bromelain, and dead seed. Then the absorbance of enzyme-treated BSFL was read using UV spectrophotometer. Second is statistical analysis. The finding of enzyme-treated BSFL concentration before and after treatment were interpreted using IBM SPSS Statistic 26 software utilizing a factorial in completely randomized design CRD of analysis of variance ANOVA with a significant difference p less than 0.05. After that, the mean between homogeneous subset of group of treatment was observed on 2 key HSD in ANOVA. Lastly is SDS page, enzyme-treated BSFL, who has the highest percentage of protein hydrolysis, are used to observe the molecular weight on the SDS page. Chapter 4 is Result and Discussion. Based on this graph, shown that the pineapple peel treated with BSFL at 45 degrees Celsius has the highest percentage of protein hydrolysis, which is 34%, followed by dead seed treated with BSFL at hour 3, which is 31%, bromelain treated with BSFL at hour 5, which is 30%, and commercial protease treated with BSFL at hour 5, which is 27%. For SDS page, based on the figure, we can see the band only shown at pineapple peel treated BSFL, while other two parts, the band are not appear. Lastly is Chapter 5. As a conclusion, there is a significant difference in the incubation time, which is T1, T2, T3, and T4 for the temperature 30 degrees Celsius, 45 degrees Celsius, and 60 degrees Celsius, with P equal to 0.00, which is P is less than 0.05. For the part recommendation, a further study may involve a feeding trial to evaluate broiler chicken growth performance, feed conversion rate, survival rate, and mortality rate by designing feed formulation and substituting enzyme-treated BSFL for protein sources. That's all from me. Thank you.